So I've just done a little practice cast with this, just to haven't used those fixed balls for a while. Just a 2-hook flapper. I want to try and get a sole, Dover sole that is, as soon as you say you want a certain fish, or you're targeting a certain fish, it's the kiss of death, isn't it? But also pouting on this little rig here. All it is sort of one up, one down. I might make those snoods a little bit shorter or a little bit longer, depending on what that tide's doing, but we'll come on to that. And then I'm just going to cast this out with a little bit of frozen lug, and the pouting are as a live bait for the bass on that second rod as we get to darkness. So yeah, let's cast this one out. Let's see if we get any small fish. Maybe a Dover sole. These are saltwater angler colour rod rest attachments from Anglex. I think they look terrific, don't they? Look at that. We've got a sliding all-in-one locking mechanism on the centre here, so you can put a single rod on there, or obviously have three rods as well. It's quite handy, isn't it? That third rod, whether that's as a spare rod or for your fishing. You see that little cam on there, that just locks it rock solid. That's going absolutely nowhere. And yeah, well done Anglex. I'm not paid to say this, I do know the guy, but it's certainly, you know, made by an angler for anglers. Just getting a bait in the water. No, it's a little bit hard to present those frozen baits like you would a fresh worm, but we've got a little bit of bait elastic on there, and then these are not clipped down, so what we're going to find, I'll probably be a few yards short of what I want. So, but what I really want to do is just get bait in the water, start off with, sort out that other rod, and then maybe go for a bit more distance on this rod with a clip down rig. So the main thing is I get a bait in the water. I could do with catching a fish, to be honest. I haven't had something for so long. It's a pathetic cast. Have a little look at that, try and get a bit more distance on the next couple of chucks. But we do have a flooding tide, so give us some advantage. Be a bit of water over here. Well, I have to admit, I mean, we like to be quite positive on the channel, don't we? But I'm using this Seiko Yuki rod today. Just not really feeling it. I suppose it's like a 150 pound rod. I actually got this second hand. It just feels a little bit flat, a little bit sort of saggy, and comparing it to the similar price Colmic, it's not as good. But it looks quite nice, and it's got good rod rings. I'll probably keep using it for a bit, but it's just sort of nothing special, I suppose. But we're going to use this with the old 8000. Just have this as a second rod really for a live bait. Before we do, I'm just going to put out a bigger bait while we're hopefully waiting for a little pouting or something like that on the other rod. So, such a lovely fish, the Dover sole. Makes good eating. This one's just about in size. I did think it was a bit undersized, but it's not. If you look at the minimum size there, 24 I think. So dispatched, and that'll be eaten. Beautiful. Let's cast this back in then. I've got a little bit of a spring in my step now. Now we've had a fish. And I was looking for more distance, but obviously we picked one up, so not too dramatic if we don't. Let's put that just about in the same place. Yeah, great. So I think I'll do a little change of plan because we've had a sole. I was going to go and try and put a live bait on for the bass, but I think we'll just stick with the sole. I'll put some more lug on the other rig. So similar sort of thing then on the other rod. Stick a 125 lead on here. I'm just going to flick it out. Put that lug on there. There's always that little bit more excitement at night when the fish come on the feed. You don't quite know what to expect, but I am still getting little taps there, which I think are sole. Fixed balls. I've come away from the multipliers as I got older, a little bit slower. Just needs a little bit more sort of skill to keep those multipliers running technically with your cast and also the maintenance and things like that. But that said, I'm still using an old fixed ball there. That's an 8000 Pen Surf Blaster. A slightly better pen affinity as well, the freshwater version. Good enough reels. Now I'm getting little touches, I think. If you look on that blue rod, rebait, get this one in. I'll try and get that out a little bit further. I might have been having a go at it, mightn't it, on that bait. I'm just tying this on a little bit with the bait elastic, just to stop a big sort of globule going over the gape of the hook. Small little mouths the sole, haven't they? Rubbish cast, absolutely no idea where that went. It's the moon poking through, look at that. Nope. Be careful with the other line, cast them further enough away. Yeah, no, we're going to have to rebait this one. Yeah. A bit more attention to my bait presentation, I think. I think that's... I'll bring this in anyway. It's getting little taps, but nothing definite like something's hooked. That blue one is a little bit further away, hang on. Or maybe there's one on that first one. So have you been out and about? What have you been up to? I know a lot of us are on holiday at the moment, either abroad or here in the UK. You might be fishing different areas. Now, is that a bite on that second rod? A bit, I think. Develop his short form for I don't know what to do. I wish. Well, it really fillets up well. Very easy to cut across the bone and get those sort of 4 fillets from it. There's enough there for 2 people from that fish. So yeah, really worth eating. I do love eating what I catch if I can. And I'm just going to fry these in a bit of butter. And so a little bit of a shorter video today. Thanks for watching. Well, it's lovely when the moon comes out, isn't it? Turning the fillet over, but because it's so fresh, it just cooks really quickly. What do you think, Gordon? Am I doing it right? So this is the video that YouTube thinks you should watch next.